For about 3 weeks now, I've consumed every fermented food known to man. If somebody left a bagel behind a fridge for long enough, I would pounce on that thing. My digestion is so good now, I can't even understand it, but terrible things are happening in my mouth. Help. So to keep you up to speed, I had ulcerative colitis. I healed it naturally with a fruit-based diet. It never fully healed, it just got pretty good. And then I'm suffering with constipation sometimes, diarrhea other times, confusion most of the time. And so I feel like I want perfect digestion. I'm close now. With all this fermented foods, I'm eating sauerkraut, kombucha, water kefir, coconut kefir, miso, every little thing I could think of to ferment, I'm doing it. But my mouth, I feel like I'm melting my teeth away. That is definitely happening. I was brushing them this morning and I was like, they're getting brown and mottled. Frickin' mottled. They're ugly. I'm dying. I don't know what happened. On my previous diet, just raw fruit juices and vegetable juices and meat, my teeth were getting whiter and whiter by the day. I was almost a normal human boy. And I was like, I could smile again. I've suffered with yellowing teeth. And so I don't know what it was about the meat and the fruit juices. I guess not chewing food helps to not stain them. But there wasn't much acids on my teeth for very long, and something in meat, either protein, teeth are either built out of protein or minerals that are high in meat. Zinc builds the teeth. I don't know. Or do I? No, I don't. So just to give you a rough idea of what I eat in a day so you can avoid this path, you'll have perfect digestion. But this reminds me very similar, like the medical medium diet I did, where my digestion was fantastic. It was mostly fruits and vegetables and plantains as my starch, very low fat, and I was like, I'm cool, nice, these are good. But my skin was terrible. That was the main issue. My teeth, my energy, nothing was good, just digestion. So that's where we are now. Why did I say that weird? So I wake up, I drink some herbal tea with lemon acids. I wait a little bit, I have a vegetable juice, celery, lemon acids, green apple acids, and ginger. So already my teeth have melted before I even started eating. And then I usually have a fruit meal, mangoes or something. If the fruit is yellow, why would my teeth be white chewing them? Just logic. This diet writes itself. And then I usually have for lunch sourdough bread with a vegan cream cheese, ghee on there, some sour vegetable sauerkraut, kimchi mix, sometimes a salad in that. I've been doing that lately. Some lettuce, little salad dressing on there, a little olive oil in your life. Boom, lunch confirmed. We go a long ass time. Sometimes dinner is a meat of some sort. Had a rotisserie chicken the other night with some steamed veggies that I make, and then some fats in there, more fermented vegetables, kombucha. I drank water kefir with the lunch, kombucha with the dinner. Help my teeth. Help them. So here's what I've noticed. Again, we are having skin issues. I think it's due to all the starch with the sourdough bread. I'm getting the forehead bumps back. I'm itchier, histamine response with all the fermented foods. But in general, skin not as good as it was on the juices and meat diet. That's unfortunate. Digestion's amazing. I feel like I could digest anything, and I'm not afraid of food. I could go to a restaurant if I wanted. If I want a cheat meal of some sort, I'll just eat it. We're fine. But skin ain't happy, and teeth are really mad. So that leaves us to ponder what is our solution here. Because if I continue on this current diet, my teeth will melt. I can't have that, obviously. So I have to make some drastic switches. It's unlike me to ever do something like that, but I'm leaning somehow keto style that will have the minerals to build my teeth, keeping some of the fermented foods, maybe back off that kombucha. That's the harshest acid. We could survive. You don't know that we won't. The only reason I'm considering keto is because I know my skin will clear, and that's nice. I want that. I miss that. And with all this fermented food, I feel like I could finally digest it. That was my one complaint about keto, was like constipation. I couldn't digest it, but now we have that secret. Coupled with the minerals, maybe my teeth won't melt away. Could be onto something. But these fermented foods, how come nobody ever warns you about this? I see a bunch of fermenting channels. They're always like, yeah, sauerkraut kombucha is the best. You can make it yourself. And then they're like, do they have veneers? Like, what are they doing? Is it just me? Am I that weak that a liquid could melt me? I don't love that. How would I defend myself? That just seems to be part of my journey. I get one thing perfect and then another thing fails. Great digestion, terrible skin. That's what's weird about this whole thing. My digestion's so good, I thought that would fix my skin. It should. You do that and then boom, everything else fixes and regulates, but my skin's just getting worse with the sourdough. I love bread though. I'm a bread addict. I could figure this out. You don't know that I couldn't. It doesn't look very promising right now, but your doubts will just fuel me. It'll propel me to the top. So we will get all 3 pillars of life: perfect digestion, teenage girl skin, amazing energy and mood. I combined 2 pillars and it's 4 pillars. But when my energy's good, my mood is good, and I feel good. Everything's good except my teeth and my skin. The outer surfaces. Inside is fantastic. But I'm melting away. So fermented foods, you suck and you're amazing at the same time. Maybe it's just the kombucha, it's too harsh. Back off that. I'm glad I just bought a giant bottle of it. Bound to go well. So I do have a couple of loaves of bread in my freezer. I gotta chew through those, and then I might go a keto style, vegetarian even. Doubt it. I kind of miss the vegan keto. I could do it. I got all the nuts. I just bought a crazy protein powder. It's fermented. I got this thing first. I just saw fermented on the label and I was like, yep, you're coming with me. It's proteins and greens. I was going to add it to my cashew cream cheese as a thickener of some sort. I don't know what it's going to taste like. Thank God it wasn't vanilla flavored. I didn't even look at that. Imagine a vanilla cream cheese. You're trying to go for savory. Imagine that. What does it even smell like? I love when the thing you peel off didn't do anything. It just peels off one layer of the thing and then you got... That ruined my audio. It smells like if chalk was made of dolphin meat. It was really old, but like a healing type of chalk. That'll be good. I feel like my health has improved pretty dramatically since starting to read the Bible. I feel like God's on my side now, and it's like, okay, he's gonna help direct me where I need to be. Sure, he's melting my teeth right now, but in the future, that's gonna pan out to be an advantage. So thank you, God, for being with me tonight. And thank you for all the thumbs up down there for the video. No, it's fine. You just thumb it down. I know why you're doing it. It's because you think that walking backwards with a phone strapped to your head and then a monitor in front wasn't good. That's what happens when you try to improv. I found somebody's phone the other day in a forest. Just a little side rant, and then I'll leave. I find this thing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the right thing. It was raining, so I was like, okay, I added rice, organic rice, to soak up the water, Then I charged it, and I was like, okay, it works. It says emergency call. I don't know what that means. So I'm waiting for them to call me. They never do. 2 days later, I go to Freedom Mobile. Did I just spit something? Did you see that? That's embarrassing. I go to the store and say, hey, I found this phone. Is it from Freedom? And they're like, well, whatever it's from, the SIM card has been deactivated by them. So they lost faith, which I never would, in my Lord. So they just assumed it's gone forever. They canceled the SIM card. There's no way for me to contact them, or was there? So I figure I'm going to factory reset the phone because it's password locked. Didn't know what to do. I was like, okay, factory reset, and it's like, oh, it's going to wipe out everything, even the SD card. That should have triggered, oh, there's an SD card in here. Maybe they have something, a photo of their address for some reason. Who would ever do that? Maybe they did. But I wiped everything and then checked the SD card. Thankfully, that didn't wipe out. And so they had a bunch of pictures, and I feel like a creep, but I'm just looking for information to find them. So I looked through their pictures. They're making dinners and stuff, and they got dogs and all around Toronto. And then they took a picture of a magazine with their phone number and address on it. So I called them. I said, hey, I found your phone in a forest. Want to meet up? It was creepy. It was a creepy message. Haven't heard from them. So I don't know if they're like too creeped out. Like, he found her. How did you get? I don't know. So they have a new phone. I have their old one. It's a bullshit Samsung A12. Even if I took over it, it would bore me to death. So we're waiting for the callback. I tried to do the right thing here, and I don't know why I have this. What comes of it? Nothing came. I just have a broken ass phone that sucks. They have a new, better one, and why would they want this one? And I've seen their whole life. Their dogs and their chicken, they bake their own bread. I'll leave. That rambled on pretty hard. That was a long rant. I changed cameras 3 times. I'll go.